5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is the ship control. Come in, Seb. Hello, Seb. Seb? Seb? Seb?
You can come through now. Okay.
As a child, I was always a very curious person, trying to figure out how things work and tinker with things that were broken, trying to fix them. I remember I used to take apart the old wind-up clocks to figure out how they work and what makes them tick and how to make them go backwards. So that sort of tinkering and creative mindset stuck with me since childhood. And moon landing in 1969 was a pivotal achievement of humanity. That achievement was always in my head when I was thinking, well, if something can't be fixed, well, we've landed people on the moon, so clearly it can be fixed. If your washing machine in your car is not working and the mechanic says, it can't be done, well, we've landed on the moon, so how can you tell me it can't be done? So that was kind of my personal, relationship with the moon landing as I was growing up. Also, don't let your mechanic fix your washing machine. I suppose that's the lesson. Earlier this year, together with Castle Fine Art, we launched 6 artworks into space. And out of that event, of them being up there in the stratosphere, I had more creative ideas around space exploration, moon landing, and the sculptures I'm introducing today are the result of that creative brainstorm. This series of sculptures is called One Small Step, which is a reference to the moon landing. And what I wanted to do with them is not to show a typical walk on the moon, but to inject a little bit more fluidity, a little bit more motion and my own personality and twist to it by making all the astronaut dance and put them in dance poses, which would probably be what I would have done if I was on the moon rather than collect boring grey rocks. This sculpture is called One Small Step on Pointe, and it represents an astronaut in this weightless ballet pose. The idea for this sculpture came to me during one of the ballet shows I saw in London, because my wife is a big ballet fan. She would take me to ballet quite often, and every time I would fall asleep. And this sculpture came to me in this sort of mid-show dreams that I had, where I would drift away and start thinking about something else, mostly related to art and my work. And out of that mixture of ballet and creative thinking comes this sculpture. This sculpture is called One Small Step, Liftoff, and it depicts the iconic dance scene. I myself have never attempted it. However, if I was there on the moon, that would be my go-to first thing to try. And also, this was the first pose that I came up with while thinking of creating a sculpture with 2 astronauts. For those of you who've seen me dance, you know I would never be able to do that. Not even on the moon. This sculpture is called One Small Step Together, and out of the 3, this one is the most charged with emotions and sentiment. It depicts 2 astronauts in the hugging slow dance pose, And it is a little bit for your own interpretation, because it could be either that they've just met after being apart for so long, or maybe they are about to be separated and go, separate ways. So it is a little bit for you to decide how you feel about it.